on sugar. Ran through everything in front of me, might smoke bed in heaven. Got a whole agenda, can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that, it's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up, I'm trying to get it in FT to get them when they're hand and crypto, learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities are never come unless you're paying attention, so no, I can't miss that. Moving, MVP, I got the record, I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy, they gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no wins, yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my big dog, walking big talk, young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than them, this is my ship, I'm a jacket like Letterman, y'all better not let them in, they gon' rotate this, so I keep the pedaling, started a chain, the cycle is heaven sent, this is from God, but I'm not your reverend, not in the pulpit, I'm a pit bull in this element, yeah, said you gon' pull up, then settle it, yeah, I've been married to this hustle, this is my ring, watch I step in it, yeah, and I ain't even got a yard, but I'ma get it here, watch I touch down, pulling plans out the clutch, everybody getting crushed, the cut down is for us now, have to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that, big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that, work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no wins, yeah, I did all that, had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my, yeah.
Trading view. Today we're going to be looking at all the assets. We're going to be looking at the pound dollar. You're going to be looking at the euro. I have been focusing on the pound dollar just because we had that CPI volatility, which moved the pair quite a bit. So now it's in nice areas. We had a nice retraction of the 126 that we discussed yesterday, or 2 days ago. And now we're going to see how we're going to open up in the pre-market of the London session. Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, live trading with you guys and all the Vanguards that join us. If you do want to join us on the Vanguard and join us on the Q&As, you can always click on the link that you can see there. Let me just check we're all good and running with the noise. Good. Just give me a message as well to say that everything's running okay, so that gives me the okay as well. Trading view is going to take a while to load, but let's see if we can start with good old Trading View. Here we are. Good news yesterday. I know we hit the Darwin X. I broke down the Darwin X funding. We're currently sitting at 30,000 for this month, so that would be 55,000 total funding from Darwin. But there was a random guy that actually invested in that as well, about $500. Like I said, guys, make sure that you know the risks that come with that. I would very rarely put my money in any single trader, especially when he's joined for 2 months. So did this yesterday. Trading View was struggling a little bit for a while, and then it kind of loaded up. So let's go first on the baby pips to see what we've got for the day. Let's analyze the news. Is there anything to keep an eye? I always like going to my calendar. Right, today is the 18th of January. Time is flying. 18 days since New Year's. Wow. I'm going to put this on London. I need to sign in, actually, so we don't have to keep on doing this. Let me see if it will allow me to do this. Sure, why not? Okay, we're signed in. Close. Let's go back up to the top. Now, every time that we put our filters in, this should stay with the remember there. So I want pound, dollar, Aussie, euro, JPY. And I only want hefty news. And I want today. Bum, bum, bum. Nothing until building permits tonight at 9:30. That is my time. So let's put London on there. I always like, even though I'm in Bali, I like thinking of the London time. So we've got, that was weird, because of the timing. So we've got 1:30, which is the US Open. We've got building permits. Apparently it's going to be high news. And JPY inflation rate, which will be big news for the JPY pair, probably with the USD as well. Good morning, an average FX trader. Good morning. Me, Ali, another Ali. Hello, sir. Good morning, Paul. Nice to see you guys. So that's good. We don't have big news. I'm just going to put the medium on there just to see if there's anything we're missing. ECB monetary policy meeting accounts. Fed talk. Initial jobless claims. That seemed this should be like a high. The only problem is I can't see my FX. Good morning, Carl. Good morning. I've got a coffee coming. Let me just grab that coffee and I'll come back. Okay, good news. My wife's going to go and pick it up. The problem is that my coffee machine, twice now, hasn't made me a good coffee. So I know it's the beans. So I've ordered some different beans. So I'm waiting for my beans to arrive. Until they arrive, I'm just going to order what we call here a Gojek. It's pretty much like your Uber, but for Indonesia. And it's arrived. Thank you. So here we go. Oh, starting the day. Well, your day. You're just morning there, but I, guys, if you follow me on Instagram and plug Conscious Day Trader, you will see I've just been snatching weight all morning. I did a PB actually, well, with good form. It was 60 kilos for 4. Considering I'm not fit at the moment, I was quite happy with that. Good morning, hi Math. Rich, hello Rich. Let me just check the internet. It's all good. It's loading a little bit. There we go. Okay. Right. Now, I know this is not our normal coffee pour over, but we're gonna check the coffee. Listen to that. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at that. Ooh. Okay, not quite my coffee. Well, it's probably better. He's a barista, professional barista. Let's see. It's Thank God for that. The day's going to be good. Pound dollar is going to fly and give us all the money we need. Right, so we don't have anything to worry about. Let's jump on TradingView. Hopefully it's loaded by now. It should have. It's been ages. Let me just open another sheet as well. Let's see. There we go. That's better. Loading the charts. Pound dollar. Pound dollar. Look at that. Let's see what the story is. Right. We have the hunt for the daily gap on the DXY. What did we say? We looked. I mean, our analysis, guys, has been spot on. And the people that have been coming in and watching us live, you've seen this. We've called the 126. We called the fair value gap on the top there on an intraday level. Yes, we thought we potentially can go into the 128, but that's pretty close. Now, today, we need to do our normal. We're going to go through the assets. Pound dollar first, Aussie dollar, Euro dollar, USD JPY, DXY. We're going to set the charts up together, guys. So you can join me and start analyzing it together. So what we're going to do is just switch on one. I want to go full screen on this, which is this button here. There we go. And I'm going to hide this and I'm going to look at the pound dollar. I'm just going to delete the entries and all the stuff. 126 got filled, so we don't need that. We know now that 126 was a target. Confirmed target. We took liquidity below here, filled that fair value gap there. Now let's go on the daily. We need to move. We're down. We're at premium. That's good. We're at premium. This alert, we don't really need it now. We're going to put some new alerts today. We just need to find an equilibrium line. There it is. We're going to put our Fibonacci. And lovely jubbly. We're going to throw that equilibrium on there. Where are we, guys, on the daily range? We are at a premium. We came down from the premium. If you put in a 15-minute on there, you will see we took the highs, right? We took the highs and now it's curving in. Am I going to be selling this, though? Why would I be worried if I'm selling this? Oh no, I haven't been showing you. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So luckily someone said, who was it, Rich? We can't see the charts. That was great analysis, wasn't it? We're that good that we don't even need to see the charts. We're that good. I can tell you we're at 12698. And you're like, yeah, I know exactly where we are. We're just above that previous daily high. That's how good we are in this life. Bessem, Akram, good morning. Charts. I know. It's coming. It's just a bit delayed in the chat. Janice, good morning. All good. Right. So why? Even though you know me, I see this. I'm like, yes, amazing. Looking for short opportunities. Why am I going to be waiting today? Let's see who's been following up and tuning into my bias. What's the reason I am not jumping in right now? Because we're at previous day high. That means nice opportunities for a short. We have been bullish on the Wednesday. We had a retraction into probably, that looks like a 61, close to 61 in the golden zone, and it's pushing higher. Now, why don't I want to trade this? Harry, I apply your averaging strategy and pass HS just now. High stakes, is that right? Should I keep doing the same thing on live accounts or reduce the risk? Depends what you're doing with averaging, Harry. Obviously, you've taken some things from, I think you're referring to repositioning. If you're referring to repositioning, if you've taken some things and you understood it and you've made it your own, then you are the person who will know why you got funded. My second question, Harry, is how long have you had this account, the HS, which I think is high stakes? That would give us a bit more clarity. Come on, let's see some answers, guys. Why am I not shorting right now? Let's see who's awake. Any gold? We can see gold later. First of all, I'm going to prepare for the trading because this is literally my trading time. So I need to be on it to find my opportunities today. We had a good day yesterday. $249, not bad. Aussie dollar, let's see. Let's see, why am I waiting on the pound dollar? Let's see who can guess. Okay. Equilibrium, Aussie dollar, Euro dollar. Second green candle forming here. That's interesting. We did anticipate shorts, remember, from this day fell wide gap, and that happened. Our sheet was correct. Because your daily bias is buy and you do not want to trade against your overall direction. I shorted on a demo. Dollar still dropping. I'm working in my background. Can't check the charts. Okay. Waiting for 61.8 level reach. Some good answers here. But the biggest thing of me not trading pound dollar right now is of this gap here. DXY has a gap. We know that it can take a lot of days to fill, right? This gap took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days. So I could be waiting for half a month for this to play out. However, when there is a significant gap on a daily, let's see another one. Hasn't happened that often, eh? Not often at all. There's one. Oh, these are a lot of candles. Wait. Let's do this. And it got filled here. 87 days. Damn. 87 days to fill. Damn. Okay. I'm not waiting 87 days. But overall, if we're close to the gap, I don't like trading against filling the gap. And that's a personal preference, right? If we look at the previous daily high, previous daily low, we're at premium. So both pound and dollar are in premium. Normally we want the opposite, because if I want to short the pound, I want the dollar to be at discount. Now, if I want to buy the pound, I want the dollar index to be at a premium. Make sense? Because if it's at a premium, it means that potentially it's going to come down, and that means the pound dollar will be going up. So that's on the pound dollar. Let's see USD JPY. This is going to be interesting today because of the inflation data coming out. So let's delete that. Move that to the previous. We're in the range. There we go. That's all set. Lovely. We have lovely charts now. I think we're all done. Pound Aussie, remember we were talking about this. What did I say, guys? We did a quick analysis. We said that this potentially may stop at the monthly fib retracement. Look where it stopped. Exactly on the monthly. Now we'll see if that retraces back down. I don't trade this, but it was cool to do a little bit of analysis on this. We only cut a couple of lines on there. CAD JPY, do I want CAD JPY? Nothing crazy there. I can see we're in the range of the candle. Let's keep an eye on this. USD franc. Okay, green candles all around. Pound dollar is the main one that we look at. We're currently forming a green day, opening on a green day. But even that is not going to give me a good value. If I go on a weekly and we look at the swing of the week, like we did in the simple video, it took me 1 week to pass the high stake account, just past my phase 2 today. So still waiting for live account to be activated. Your video is so simple, less Forex strategy help a lot. Okay, good. My only concern, I think that's too fast. I think 2 weeks to pass a challenge is too fast. Which potentially we might be taking higher risk. That's just my preference. And how I trade and how I manage my risk. For me, my sense is that people who pass their challenges slower, someone who has passed the challenge in like a couple of months, 3-4 months, they're probably going to hold that account longer. Doesn't mean that they might not lose it, but there seems to be a trend for people who pass the challenges slower. That's what the data says from the fivers. From Ruben. Right, weekly swing high is up there, swing low is down here. Look at that, the previous daily low is at the swing low of the week. Key information. So my thinking is that we're not potentially going to go and break the 126 this week in the next 2 days. So if that doesn't happen, how is the week going to close? Question to think about. So that goes in line with closing the gap, because that would mean DXY coming down to the gap to fill, so the price can push upwards if it took liquidity on this weekly. These dailies, let's see where we took this daily from. This daily Fibonacci is from this move. We can see, I want to take the intraday out now because we've done that. Make the chart a little bit cleaner. The 61, it has retraced. We'll keep that there. I don't think this will be, if this is moving up, I don't think we're holding here. Might be wrong, obviously. But I think if we push above the previous daily high, we would probably go aggressively towards the 128, retest the 128, see if we can actually find buy-side liquidity, and then come and close and retest 76.4. That will be my feeling. That's my gut feeling from knowing the pound dollar and trading the pound dollar. Now, if we don't get above the previous daily high and break the 61.8, that means that we're going to close the DXY gap. So if we're going to close the DXY gap, then potentially we can come and retest the previous day. I don't think it's happening. My census is that, the first analysis is to break, to close the gap. That would mean go upwards. Now, if the dollar index has more power and is breaking away from the gap, then we can potentially come and close below previous daily low. If we close below previous daily low, I think next target is 125. Now, do I think it's going to happen this week? I'm not sure. We've only got 1 day left. I don't think so. But yeah, my waiting game is to see how we're going to open. If we open with a small candle consolidating at premium, I think I will find it hard to trade that. Especially when, guys, when you're preparing for the market, this is the thing. The thing is, now what you're going to do, because everyone is going to jump in after the open and say, oh, look at that. Let's say the price went down here. That was a perfect silver bullet. It did, let's say this. Took the low, came back, filled fair value gap and went down. How did you miss that? It was so obvious. It took the high, broke the low, recovered and filled there, and then came down. That's all good and sound, and you will be right. But where people fail is that's your entry strategy. I don't care about your entry strategy. I can go in now without any analysis and I'll be okay. Can you do that? Can you go into a trade regardless of what you're doing and manage it either way? The way you manage it is the discussions we're having about, is this 61 a valid 61.8 on the daily? It has been retested multiple times. You can see here it's bouncing. It's a good level, 61.8 Fibonacci retracement. And someone said, waiting for that. You're not wrong, Average FX. That will be one thing to look at. And then there'll be the other side of people where they're going to say, oh my God, look at this, so clean, filling this fair value gap. And obviously we're going higher because we want to close the gap on the DXY and we want to hit that 61.8. Are they both right? Yes. Do they both sound experts? Yes. Do they sound experts because it happened and they took the trade and we're discussing it afterwards? Yes. How many trades though, how traders have taken the opposite side? We only hear the person who won, who made that accurate. And there's probably another 90% of traders who took that, let's say, downwards and lost. Obviously, they're not going to come in the chat and say, I took the silver bullet downwards and I lost the money. So you're only hearing the winning that comes in. And it makes it so obvious when someone comes in and says, what an easy silver bullet today. Like, it was picture perfect. Be aware, guys, what information you're receiving when this happens. I think GU is going below into the fair value gap on the New York midnight hourly candle. Potentially. I've got a feeling that it's going. My feeling is that it's going up during this day. Why? Because I think we're still in close proximity to let me just just done that to, where is it? But it will potentially, we're at premium, right? So there's reaction at premium now. Now, like we said, it can do two things. It can come down, take that fair value gap there, take liquidity below here, come back up, fill this fair value, and then continue lower. Probably taking this. And, I mean, if it goes and retests 126, what did I say? I will get in my happy places. Is this a happy place? Not for me. It might be for someone else, but this is not a happy place for me. It's not easy. I don't see an easy trade. I see risk. So that's how I think. Yes, I can understand it. I can break it down for you, and it will be beautiful if it happens. And someone like Akram would said, I think it's going down to the fair value gap. Akram is the beast. And I did the analysis and it worked out. My only concern, guys, is when we're trying to predict, or when we say think this is going to happen, we don't take limited amount information such as previous daily highs, previous daily lows, a weekly bias, even the simplest strategy that I put out on the YouTube with a video. That is good because you're generically aligning with the weekly bias. Is it perfect? Nothing is perfect in life. So you have to find how that's going to help you. But what I will say, make sure, I mean, now we're on a 15-minute. Your analysis should not be taken from the 15 minutes. No way. Even on the 4 hours is limited data. Look at this. This is for 14th of December and we're in 18th. That's just 4 days of data. It's not enough. We need dailies. We need to understand what's happening. Where are we? This is the big move. Why? Because the pound dollar dropped 8%. Do you think people are not going to react to the pound dollar? Kalimera, Nico. Good morning, everyone. Is this Nikos from... I can't remember what it's called now. Is it Alganeri? Did I say that right? If it is, if you're Greek, that's the place to be. They have some great content on Instagram. You might struggle if you're not Greek because they speak, everything is in Greek. And those are the guys who we did the interview on Spotify. It was quite fun, actually. It was a bit different to speak Greek about trading. Right, Harry, took me 1 week to... Yeah, we said that. I think we're caught up. Janice, dollar is dropping. I'm working your... got ya. Have I missed anything? Maybe because we're in a weekly consolidation. You're not wrong. Like when things consolidate, I mean, weekly, I wouldn't say this is consolidating. Unless you mean this part here. There's a lot of pin and dojis. Yeah, I can see that. I can agree with you there. But when you look at the daily, guys, what have we done? What's the story on the pound dollar? And we've got about 24 minutes until we open. We have found where the buy side liquidity is, right? There's two main, let's delete these. And you know what? I'm 76.4 retracement there. Let me go on the daily 1 sec. I just want to clean the chart from old data so we don't get confused. All right, this hasn't been tapped into from this move. So that's valid. This has. So I don't mind the in as well because that's the area we are working with. Horizontal line. Look at that. 50% is at the 126. This is a daily fib. I said daily fib, not red. That should change. Strange. Okay. Let's just do that. My habits on colors are from the Scruffy. I do the same colors he does. Habits, you can't change a habit. That should do. Oh, it did work. Wait, was that a different one? What did I put in? I need more coffee. What's this one? 50 there. All right. So what we've done right? Remember with the Fibonacci, guys, it always bloody works without fail. Breaking about and close above the 23. Fails to break the low. What happens next? We have an aggressive candle on the 23.6. What is this? A fair value gap. Same thing. Tomatoes. One says ICT entry, other one says Fibonacci entry. And what's the guy? The rough guide says the same thing. Break of the 23. Wait for a retracement. He says the previous high. ICT says fair value gap. Get in. Did it give you an OTE? I don't think so. Doesn't look like an OTE. Let's see. This is the low. This is below the 126. Found the 125 to the pip. Round number. Pushed back up. Failed to hit 128. Comes back down, takes out liquidity, fills fair value gaps. We're in that golden zone, pushes back up, finds 128, no close above. No close above 128, so that's interesting. Push back down, touched equal lows, push back up, failed to take 128, comes back down, takes liquidity below the these lows here, equal lows, takes the 126 pretty much to the pip, and now we're pushing up. Yes, we're having a little bit of a push down now, but my sense is I want to be in a long position. Doesn't mean that I will get one. That is my analysis. So if there's short opportunities today, what does that mean for me? I wait. Because what happens after a short opportunity? Ta-da! There's a long opportunity. Do I have time? I have all the time in the world. Bring it down. Short it to death. Happy days. What do I want to do? If I want to be long? What I would normally do if I wasn't live? Switch it off. Throw an alert. Tell me if it goes to 126. Oh no, it didn't go. It consolidated at equilibrium. Thank God for that. I didn't watch a consolidation for 5 hours. I was away doing my, I don't know, CrossFit. I'm from the same group, but not the same Nick. Okay. Too many Nicks in Greece. I think right. That is the pound dollar. Let's go on to the 15-minute as we are getting closer to 19 minutes to the open. I want to jump onto my PMT. PMT, Prime Terminal Market. It's my Bloomberg terminal version, cheaper version, which I actually really like. And you can see the discount there if you do want to have it. If you put conscious day trader, it gives you a really nice discount. Obviously, it's one more subscription to have. But my thing about this and why I pay this is because I get value from it. It cost me like, what was it, $139. I've made that in less than a day. Has it given me the value? Absolutely yes. So then, you know, I have a few subscriptions. I have the Trading View subscription. That's probably the biggest one, like 200 and... No, this is probably the biggest one, PMT, because Trading View is for the year. I have PMT. I have Social Trader for my copying. So it adds up to, I don't know, it's less than $500 for sure. So overall for like the year. Maybe this pushes it up a little bit, the 139 per month. So that would definitely get into the grand. But I get the value for it. So at the moment I feel like I don't get the value, then I'll stop. You can stop this at any time. It's not that you're paying for a month or something. For a year. It gives you oh, we switched. We've switched. We remember yesterday we were on 70%, 60%, I guess. And that would be just having one buy. However, the only bearish thing is the pattern scan. So let's have a look at the pattern scan. Today's pattern scan is saying that is in the next 2 days, there's going to be a drop of at least 92 pips with 60% certainty that they will have a drop in on the 18th and the 19th. So these are probabilities. They base this on historical data, news that comes out. Obviously, you can't trade this just because of this. What I do want to see though is the DXM. Where are retail traders? Retail traders are shorting right now, which is good news. Because why is it good news? Because I want to buy this. And that means I'm going against the retail concept of shorting this. So that means 90% of the time these guys get it wrong. So I'm aligning with that. What is the COD data doing? COD data comes every once a week. We are long 26,000. So that aligns up with my bias of being on the long side. We did have an increase from 1510 to 1550 on the long side and a decrease in shorts by what's that? About 0.7%. So from net -3, we've gone to 0. So that is an increase of 9% from 8%. So 1% increase, net positive. And this is on the dealer side of the COD data. So we'll have, this is positive for me. We also have the positive news that the retails are shorting this. That's also positive. Now, what about news? Some positive news. 0 neutral, 2 negative news, 8 positive stories on the pound dollar on the 18th of January and 17th. That's from the 15th, I think, actually. And these are the news. You can go and read these. The latest, this is at 1 a.m. my time. Pair gains below 127 barrier. Let's have a look at this. Can I open it? I don't do this often, so it's probably going to crash. Anything here? General market news. Nothing that crazy. Obviously, we have the stuff that's happening at the Red Sea. We'll see how that impacts it. But overall, I'm not liking what I'm seeing for an opportunity on the pound dollar. So hopefully, this can push down. If it pushes up, how long will it take me to start thinking about shorting this? Well, we'll have a look. If this pushes up to there's 20 pips. The other thing I want to see is let's bring the DXY in. So the DXY has quite a bit to drop for the previous day, but it is at the previous daily low. Oh, no, sorry, it isn't actually. What am I doing? This one is the previous daily low. This is the gap. And we're still in that fair value gap. So we're at discounted on the premium. Let's delete that. Get the Fibonacci on. Let's see. We had an attempt to push below, but as we can see on the daily, there is room for it to go up, which aligns with opportunities to short this, which also aligns with me being patient to wait for possible entries. I don't like lining up with the retail traders. So when I see something on the PMT that is telling me it's not a big, you want to see the 80s, for instance. You want to see this being in the 80%, 90% of the people are shorting. That's when you know everyone from the retail world thinks that this is going to go down. And what do we have at that time? We have manipulation. Let's look at the euro dollar. I don't think, I just want to put some alerts in here. I do want to be alerted if we take the high. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put an alert right there. Give me an alert there. And for the DXY, I want an alert if we take the lows. We're filling this now, holding through the previous daily low. I want to know if you take this. Great, so we have two alerts there. Now we can go and do something else. Let's go Aussie and DXY. Keep the DXY there. Let's look at Aussie for a second. Relatively equal lows on the previous daily low. My Aussie, let's have a look at the Aussie. Overview, let's go Aussie. I always write it AUS and not AUD. Aussie dollar. Do I trade futures? I don't trade futures. I did attempt it in New York because I didn't like the volatility that I was getting only in the New York session. It turns out that I'm a very good trader for the London session and to use the US session as volatility. So that would mean I would have to wake up at 3 a.m. in the US. Impossible when you have kids and family. Right, so this is like saying an overall bearish probably. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. So the DXM are currently long on the Aussie dollar with 96%, or 90.6. All right, so that's good news. That's big. A lot of people are currently longing Aussie dollar. News are mixed. Events, we don't have much today. Let's keep an eye on that. A lot of people are long Aussie dollar. Let's see why. Retail people. I guess if you throw, let's do on a 4 hour. That's the high, that's the low, right? Why? Because if I throw a Fibonacci on this high, and yes, we did have a retracement here, it failed to get to the 50%. So this is the low and this is the high. This is where retail get things wrong, right? We haven't even attempted to get back to the 23.6. And sometimes you get lucky and you get the from 0 to 23 push. But there's nothing to trade this from. So why are 90.6 people trading this? You could argue it took the low, but it didn't take the low there. It's created equal lows. Fair value gaps here. I would wait. Again, at this area here, I wouldn't want to short it even more when it also already dropped. What has it dropped? 5% already. So I wouldn't want to trade that downwards, chasing the lows or continuation. I always reverse the price. So what I will do, I want an alert. Give me an alert when the people start taking liquidity from retail traders. Here. I also want to know if retail traders did get it right. But where do I want to know this? I want to know if we break the 23.6. Thank you. Done. Happy place. Happy place. Unknown face. Next. Euro dollar. Right, euro dollar. Let's look at this. We've been dropping quite hefty. I do want to see, where did we retrace on this move? This is on a 4-hour chart. That fib there to the bottom retraced to less than 50%. This one as well. So this is the move. We haven't broken above 23 yet. We're at premium. So even though this could potentially do this. Fill that fair value gap, come and retest the 23. Very easy, can do that. If it breaks the lows, it's going to fill the fair value gap on a daily level. So what do I want to know about this? First of all, I want to know what everyone is thinking about the euro dollar.
Well.
50%. So quite in the middle here. Look at this. DXM 59% to 41. So people, retail world, are a bit confused. 58%, 0.8. Slightly more on the short, but nothing crazy. That's percentage, yeah. Nothing crazy. COD data. Ooh. That's a lot. That's a lot of shorts on 64% of people. COD data are shorting against the dollar. So institutional traders are shorting this with an increase of shorts. Net traders -6. Net percentage increased by what's that, 0.4 percent of shorting this. This could be interesting. DXM, this is good. Is they're uneven, so they're not sure what's going on. That's good. Overall, quite 80,000. Why is that saying neutral? I never get this chart. How is that 11% when the COD data is suggesting that we're 459,000 shorts? And we're way below percentage. What about seasonality? Where's seasonality on this? Oh, look at January. Okay. 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 Euro dollar. I want to see this here. I want to see the reaction on the 23. If we get to the 23 and we don't break and hold an hourly candle, then I might be willing to short this. We'll see. Shorting this would mean DXY going higher. We have that going against us. We also need to think that this has already been selling for a long time, so we just need to keep an eye. I'm just going to check my fundamental data. Hi Yanis, thoughts? Let me just see 1 sec. Where are we? Euro dollar there. Slightly positive for this week on the euro dollar. And the generous let's look at the scores. So that's against me if I want to short this. I like taking trades where everything is in line with what I want to do. I'll keep an eye on this. I'll keep an eye. If this fills areas here, let's say it retraces 50% and then pushes higher, then maybe we'll be interested. I'm not going to chase this. We're at the open now, so let's see. Let's see what happens. We did have let's go on a 15-minute. We've created a swing low. The dollar index is what I want this side. Dollar index is pushing higher. Remember, the higher it goes, the bow's pushing higher. The higher this goes, the better for the pound dollar, because the pound dollar will be dropping down, and if I want to be long positions, that means I can potentially get reversal. Now, if pound dollar is pushing up, then I need to think at what time am I willing to short this. It's like going to a store to buy a basketball top, and someone calls you and says, hey, I've got this basketball court that costs $100, but today it's going to be discounted at 70. I don't know what the discount is going to be tomorrow. So you need to do the calculations and say, is 70 good value for that top with that discount? Or should I wait and get it tomorrow and it potentially might be 50% off? Even if you know that Black Fridays is coming up, and then potentially it can be even more, at 40% of the price. And this is trading, guys. What we're trying to do, are we in an area where this is showing us good value for our money? That's what we're trying to predict. And we're trying to do that fundamentally. We're trying to do that technically. And potentially, by doing all this, we create an edge not for an entry. This is the kicker. Not to enter the market. We're creating an edge to be able to manage our trade. That's the difference. We want to be able to manage our trade no matter what our entry is. There he is, Martin. Good morning. I'm hoping, Martin, you're feeling a little bit more special today. We had an amazing Q&A yesterday with the Vanguards. Well, they're always amazing. I might be biased, but the group makes the sessions really fun and really engaging. So what's Jay saying? Thoughts on charting the US dollar chart rather than the DXY. The DXY is weighted heavily versus the euro. I think it's more than 60% influenced by the euro. But you trade GU, so I heard that US dollar chart is more equally weighted. Good question. Well, here's the thing. No matter what the dollar index is and how weighted it is, in the last 2 years that I have been using it, has been a great way for me to confirm things. Now, I don't know how it works. Like it might be 40% correlated or 30%. But what I've noticed is when I do analyze the way I analyze my way on the dollar index, it does impact me positively on the pound dollar. So to answer your question, sometimes we just have to be a little bit let's be a bit oblivious. Let's not be too smart for our own good. Because sometimes we can be a bit too clever and we think we know what we're trying to change and correct. But then in the end, if something is working, just let it continue until it proves otherwise. Hope that makes sense. I am very special today, says Martin. Good to hear. Love that. Pound dollar is trying to push lower. Let's see. We're getting that first impulse, filling this fair value gap now. Dollar index, obviously we're waiting to see what's going to happen on that. We're still hovering. We've broken below the previous daily high. Boom, boom, boom. I want to hide these. There we go. That's better. Here comes the buying candle after filling that fair value gap. And I promise I will look at gold. Someone wanted to look at gold. I will, but we're just in the open now. The first 30 minutes can tell us a lot about what is going on in the world of Forex. So, guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Let's do it. Are you ready? Let's all press like now. I'm manifesting your finger pressing like right now because you think the content is awesome. You're learning stuff. You're in a safe community. Constantinos comes in. Pound USD short. Yes, Constantine, good morning. Let's see. A lot of people love this. If I kept it on Dictator, let's do that for a joke. Let's put it on 10 seconds. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're creating YouTube content. And we don't worry about the dollar index. Who cares? I've got tick data. I do want to see the right asset though. There we go. 10-second candles. Now we're talking. That manifestation worked. Let me see I just need to manifest and everything happens to me. Like I manifested Darwin X being funded in the first 2 months. Yes, we did. We did. And we're going to get even better. We're going to get in the top 4 traders. Remember this. You've heard it here. We will be in the top 4 traders of Darwin X, and soon. And you're just going to be here to witness it, or maybe join me. Maybe you'll be a part of the other 4. If you think I'm going to make it, press like. If you don't think, not press like. Just sit with your thoughts. Look at this. Oh my God, it's crashing. Why would you do this to yourself? Why? I know for content it will be great, but why would you stay on a 10-second candle? Fill the gap. Ooh. Let's see how much we've moved. We've moved from 0.1 pip to 1 pip. That's big profit. Don't do it. 1 hour. Look at that. Crazy candle. Let's see how big it was. 10 pips. That's how we can... You're taking us now. Tricking us now. I'm doing... What's that guy called? There used to be... People in the UK used to go crazy for him. He would do these mind games. And he had a show... on TV, national TV, where it would create like a huge apocalypse. And obviously a lot of it was actors in there. I know people trade 15 seconds and they are profitable. I don't know how. I don't know either. I don't trade a 15. I don't, what's the word? Well, unless he's an algorithm, unless he's an algorithm trading at that level, there's no way you are... Darren Brown, there he is. Darren Brown, that's the guy. It was hilarious. He also used to do tricks to women with cards, and it was like, what number's this? Was it a 4? How did you know? Brilliant. Yeah, 15 seconds, unless you're an algorithm or you're autistic, because autistic people have like an insane ability to understand computations or things that it's supernatural. So unless you're autistic or an algorithm, I don't trust you. And both of these things you can tell. You can tell if someone is autistic, and you can tell if someone is an algorithm, because you can buy it and trade it. But I yet to see, unless you're an institutional trader, for like, I don't know, GlaxoSmith, what am I thinking? God, what's in this coffee? JP Morgan, let's go with JP Morgan, who trade algorithms. That would be more realistic. Right, we've got our alerts in. Nothing's happening, which is great. That's telling me that we're still good. Nothing to check yet. What I do want to show you though, look at this beautiful chart. We have to celebrate. We always talk about like bad things in the world. We have to celebrate, guys. And a lot of the times we forget to do that. We're so bogged down with we're very quick to say our failures. But look at that. I'm proud of this, guys. In the top 200 traders for January. That's bloody awesome. I'm super proud of myself. 82 rating. We've gone 2.63%. We've returned about 7% in 5 months. It's less than 5 months because it's only 2. And my position is in the 90s, getting closer to the 19th percentile of the Darwin X. And I think my manifestation for this month is that we're going to hit more than 30,000. Why? Because we're at 30,000 and we've still got another pretty much, let's take discount some days, half a month to get another 2. If I do get another 2, potentially be in the 60s. That would be amazing. If I do get to the 60s, that means 60 plus 25 plus 500, that is $90,000. So, yeah. How much payout do you get from that allocation? Any profit you make on the 30K. So what? Let's say you have $1,000 in there, right? If I do 1% of 1,000, what's that? I need my calculator. So if I do 3% of 1,000, like $300, $30, then that will equate the same percentage of the 30,000 of profit. So whoever's good in maths, 3% of 30,000, then you take 15% of that, that's your money. It's not a lot in the beginning, but with Darwin X, I can compound that every month. Next month, if I do another 60, within a couple of months, 3 months, 4 months, I can have a 370,000 account. And remember, this is just one account. I've got my Fivers, I've got my instant funding, I've got my personal account, and the Darwin X, my account, which will be returning percentages on that. So it quickly builds up multiple streams of income just by trading a single chart. Let's see. How did the manifestation go with the likes? 45 likes, 50% of the people like this. There we go. $135 on top of the income that I have. Doesn't sound like a lot, but as you get bigger and bigger and bigger, that $135, if you have 5-6 million in there, 15%, not bad, not bad. And as I said, yesterday we had an amazing Q&A. Wait, so you get also 10% of on a 30K. You get 10%, 15% of your profits made. So let's say on a 30K account you made, I don't know, you made crazy money, 10,000, you would make 15% of 10,000. If you made $100, you would make $100, 15% of $100. So this is not the rich get rich fast scheme. These guys want to find the best. They want to allocate the money. If they can return a lot of money every month, then they upgrade you to gold. And gold you can get like up to 38 million or something. Now 15% of 38 million. That's a different game. So if you're good, if you're consistent, if you can return a frugal 2%, 3%, and you're in the top of that bracket, then you're good. Atlas, what's the most you've made with trading a month? Love your live streams, by the way. The most I've made in a month is 15 grand USD. Oh, sorry, wait. Yeah, USD. And that was done quite recently, actually. The Vanguards, we remember, I did a post on it. It was it my best trading? It was whilst I was hedging. So I'd closed the hedge and I had a whopping 13K, 15K. Would I say that's the best trading? I wouldn't say that was the best trading. The best trading I've done is the 10K month. If I go on my YouTube and I go onto my channel, the video that says my first 10,000 month. There we go. How I made 14,000 in 25 trading days. Okay, so I've done a few. That was the whopping 22k loss. I'm sure, did I not do a video on 15k? But I was making $500 a day minimum. $8,300, that's 9 months ago. $1,000 day trade, 5,000 in 10 days. 0 losing days, 20,000 in, I don't say how many months that is. My big numbers, this is when I first get funded of the 175,000. My big numbers happened when I start trading ICT, and we can see that here. Before that, I wasn't on YouTube. Just 1 year ago, guys, we started this YouTube journey. Let's see the pound dollar quickly. Nothing there, okay. These are hilarious. These first videos, oh my God. It's so funny to watch. 1 year ago. It's gonna be dreadful. Look at me. I was even putting like, a lot of people was like, what are these videos coming through? It was my editing style. This one is on how to get funded the first 100k. In the background, I had the picture of my family. We've come far in a year, I think. What do you think? But yeah, that was quite a while back. I would have started earlier, but I wanted to do Scruffy justice because I couldn't share what Scruffy does because I was paid. It was a paid mentorship, or I guess like I would do. I would pay for his Discord, so I couldn't really start sharing that. There we go, 40 plus pips on the euro dollar live, but what was that in monetary value? I don't think it was a lot. It looks a little bit better here. I had a little bit more style. And this was my original conscious day trader intro. The tan has improved. I thought I showed did I not show? Maybe I was just showing the pips. Yeah. But as you can see there, I was looking at ICT concepts. These lines were the classic New York Open. I hadn't been using, I was looking at fair value gaps. I was also looking at, there's the fair value gap there. I was taking riskier trades for sure. Like this long, I wouldn't take that now. But then I did. And then reposition there probably. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. So I started there, look, $330. That's when it started piling up and becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. Does that answer your question? So the most we've made, probably about 15k. Most we've lost, it's happened once, 22k. But we've had multiple months of 10k months in the last year. Every month was pretty much a 10k. Where is it? I think I did one. Well, the one that says 10k breaks down that arena of how we made it there. Let's look at the assets. Let's look at the Aussie dollar. Nothing there. Oh, go away. Consolidating equilibrium. We knew that. It's not heavy news yet. Pound dollar, euro dollar stopped pretty much at that 1 hour block there, order block. And you can see it's an order block when you make it smaller. That area there. Not much there. JPY equilibrium, nothing. DXY is trying to push lower. CAD JPY, we didn't put that in, but look at the difference. Just consolidating small candles there. Exotic, NOK USD. That was a strong buy, I think, in my sheet from investment perspective. But let me see, NOK, Aussie. Endogenous data, net, quite a negative on the franc. Let's have a look at the franc for a second. It's interesting. Do I see where the DXY is bouncing off now? Do I see it? At my alert. Let's see. No, that was the alert to break the low. I mean, dollar index at the moment is not doing much. You mean this? The fair value gap here? Depends how high time frequency you are in terms of trading. You could argue and say, look, it's take the low and now it's going to go up, which means pound dollar coming down. Potentially. There's nothing that interests me right now. Coffee does. Gold. Let's look at gold. Sorry, there was a request about gold, but I was thinking we're going to find something. Let me just I believe, did we do gold spot? I can't remember which one we did now. Was it the spot gold? Which one you want analyzed from gold? Do you want spot? Or do you want Wanda? CFD? We've analyzed this, so let's look at this. Look at these levels. They work so well. Scruffy's the man. Let's hide them for now. So what I'll do is just put those like that. I normally highlight them with create a group, rename it. I always put that as scruff. Hide them. And now we have a clean chart. This is interesting. I like this. Let's have a look at this. Filled fair value gap there, came retested. Look at this. Look how well it's respected this move here. So we had a big move here, came down, broke the 23. This is daily candles now. Directly to the 0.5, stopped at the 0.5, then pushed back up, failed at the 23.6, delivered another price directly to 61.8. Pushed up, and now potentially can deliver a 76.4. It's crazy. This is on a daily. That's the most important one for me. That would be an OTE entry for potentially longs if you're looking for longs. What's the story of the gold. We took out huge highs there, which took us to the absolutely highs, new highs. Retracement, we haven't retraced a lot on this, pushed higher. There is a tendency for higher prices for gold at the moment. And you have this. We're holding at the 50% of that fair value gap. Absolute monthly low. Absolutely monthly high. We broke the 23, came back to the 50, has come back and found support to the 23.6. So from a monthly perspective, it potentially is telling you to wait, unless you want to go short. This would be an interesting area to get involved in long opportunities. Especially the 76.4. Why? Because it's also a fair value gap there. So this is just the technicals, right? So let me just put that as monthly. I haven't saved the midline. Kill that. 76.4, that's 5. We're quite close to the 0.5 as well, so we'll put that in. Kill that. Now, this has not it's broken below the 23, but is yet to retrace down. So you've got the 50 there, 60, and the 70. So I would be patient for longs opportunities in this. Because you want to stage in these big areas. Now, in terms of short opportunities, there's a nice form there on a daily. If you believe that this has been the break of structure here, from here to here, then waiting for that fair value gap to short it into these areas, that's also a nice trade. Doing something like that. So what can you do? Put alerts in there and go. Now, if you're on the 15-minute, you're like, but what does that mean? I've looked at monthly, I've looked at dailies. I see the fair value gaps. Where am I in and out? Well, we know that we're holding above that fair value gap. So you can either trade it into the fair value gap upwards with tight stops below this, or you can wait for it to come up and then start shorting it, or you can wait for this to push down to your retracements and then start longing it. That's my thought on gold. Let's put it on here so we can track it. Was that helpful? If it was helpful, are you ready for the manifestation? I'm manifesting loads of likes. It's happening right now. I can see the fingers going close to the button and clicking like. It's happening. Is it? Is it? Don't double click. Don't double click. I don't want to manifest the second click, just the first click. Joking aside, guys, like the channel if you like the analysis that you're seeing, and hopefully we can get some live trades. But as of now, we're just doing the waiting game. You see, up, down, up, down. I don't want to be in that chop. No, no, no. We don't like the chop. I want to see a clear direction. I want to see discounted areas and premium areas before I get involved. There's one, says GRH. I hope it's the one like, not the double like. Gold is bearish generally. Find your premier array and get in. 1 hour. I have options for bearish and for longs. That's the key as a trader. All right. So you're saying this is bearish. What I see, potential to the upside. Why? Because you've got a fair value gap there on the 1 hour. This can easily push up there. But if you're right, then the bearishness, I wouldn't want to get involved here. I would only want to get involved here. And so on. Is how can you decrease risk on every single trade? Think risk first. Me being out of the market right now is risk-free. Okay, I want to get into the market so I can make money. How much risk can I take right now? I would argue that this push has had a big drop, so it's kind of a little bit risky to try and reverse this on the long side, let's say. Right, it hasn't broken 23s. It would have to fill and not go below the 50% of that fair value gap. Would have to close above the 23 to trade upwards. And that 61A is sitting exactly on a fair value gap on the daily. So that was quite interesting. In terms of long or shorts, we have dropped 2.7%. 2.7%, that's a big drop. So yes, it's bearish. Do you want to chase it though? Do you want to chase it down? Or do you want to wait and find a discounted area or premium area? That's my thoughts on how I trade, how I manage risk first. Let's have a look on the strengths for a second. Let's go market milk. It's pretty cool, this. I don't know if you've used it. You can use it on Forex, FXM, or you can change it to forex.com. I like FXM, CM. JPY strengthening. Why? Because we have news. We have the inflation information coming out. People are thinking that JPY will be having positive numbers on that. US dollar is quite weak compared to pound and JPY. This is based on a daily. What about week? USD strength. We've seen that. Changes, top gainers. We've seen. I wish I could filter this. Can I filter it? Choose a watch list. That's cool. I haven't used this before. The majors. There we go. Harness the power of the watch list. Thank you. Moving averages, heat maps, explore. 1 day, real-time standards. Okay, got it. That's what I want to see here. So we can see that the US struggling with the JPY. Let's look at that chart actually. JPY has been screaming up. Up, up, up. Potentially we can go and take the highs, right? Eventually. We're at equilibrium at the moment. DXY, what are you doing? Tell us what you're doing. Pushing higher. Pushing higher, that means the pound dollar potentially coming down. That's good news. But we want to see that break lower. If you don't want to break lower, break higher and go to break a lot higher. Wow, Ali. Nice performance of Darwin X this week. Reached 197. I believe that's the best. Vanguard rating. Wait, what was my... I think I was 199? 199? Let me check. 191. 191 is the best I've ever been on that. My question, Ali, is why did you keep on staying with that risk? 197, even if you did nothing for the rest of the month, you can potentially stay. It would push you down to like, I don't know, 300, 350, but you would still be getting the allocation of 25k. So ease it up. You had an amazing good trade, put you in the top what's that? Top 5% of the traders. Hold it. Don't go crazy. Yeah, 30k allocation in the 197. But what I'm saying is, even if you don't trade another single trade, there won't be so many traders that will outperform you with a 197. So even if come the 30th day it's pushed you back to like 400, you will still get 300. You will still get a 25k allocation, and you'll be officially funded on Darwin X and starting your, you don't have to go on for the 60, 90Ks. Having a secure 25K first month, I think that's good. I know you want more, but think of, I want more. What do I want? 15% off 25K? Hell no. But that's like when you build a house, you're putting the first brick in. Get the 25k, because it's a lot harder to get the 60k. The 60k, you're in the top 50 traders. That will be on the 4th month. Start building that. We definitely don't want to. It's very, 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 very risky to try and hit 90Ks, 60Ks in your first months, because you want to do it with compound small accounts or small successes. And as you're getting more confident with not letting that drawdown pushing you into 500s, then you can slowly start increasing the percentage gains. That's how I'm thinking about it anyway, because I'm at 2.6% now. Don't I want to be at 5? I do, but I don't want to risk the 2.6. I want to secure my 30k, so then next month I'll have 50k, and then slowly start building that. Oh, and by the way, like we saw on the video, there was an investor that put $500 into the my Darwinia. So don't forget that. You're not only trading, if they see good performance, you're going to attract people. Imagine if you have 1,000 people putting $500 in there. That's not bad. Another 500,000 on top of your Darwin. Think of like an empire. We talked about special yesterday. Think of like being that. I'm starting with a small little house, and now I'm building it into a huge empire. On my first month, I only need 1k. Because I want to build knowledge, not money. You mean in profits? I think 1k is good. In a lot of countries, 1k is a good salary. That beats a lot of my friends who work in Greece for like $600, $900. Pounds, euros, I guess. And Italy, the salaries are not crazy. So 1,000, I wouldn't say that is a small salary, especially if you're trying to build knowledge. That's good. Don't see big numbers and think this is like what you need to be hitting. Like starting on 1K, then suddenly 2, 3K. That's good salaries. I didn't know investors can join in a Darwin Silver. Yeah, I was shocked as well. I don't know if you watched the Darwin video. I was trying to explain the Darwinia, and then suddenly I saw a little face pop up and say $583, and I was like, $583? How is that possible to be profit? I couldn't make the calculations didn't make sense, and I was like, then I clicked on behavior of investors, and there was one person in there. I kind of freaked out a little bit, but I guess that's what happens with Darwinia. You can invest in people. It's their own risk. We live in a free world, I guess. Ali, I was able to entertain Ali for a few minutes, but not for every minute. In Egypt too, it is 40k Egyptian. What's Egyptian? Egyptian P. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Egyptian. Marcel, hey buddy. Marcel, guys, is our amazing moderator in the Discord. He's so good with answering questions and Egyptian pound. Okay, I don't want to insult anyone. I'm sorry. Yeah, Marcel is amazing, and he's very good. He's very good with. Let me just put that on. He's very good with keeping tabs with like new people coming in, because it can be a bit intimidating when you join the Vanguard. You know, you'll see like faces that are already familiar with each other. We've already done like 25 Q&As. Do you know how much time that is, guys? That's about 2 hours times 25. We've spent a lot of time together. These guys are like my family. So we're starting to I spend more time than sometimes with my wife in the day with these guys during the Q&As and the lives. My wife's like, hold on, what's going on here? So when you jump into Vanguards, you will see like in different arenas where Marcel will pop up and help out, especially in the charts. And Marcel, oh my God, I haven't seen this come in now. What's happening here? He does like data. I have to start honing down his passion about data, because he ends up doing like 1 million strategies. But you can see everyone's talking about it. Twan, another Vanguard who's doing amazing. So many guys. Rich, who's in here, had his first payout. We have the Hall of Fame, first Darwin X, Shafraz. I don't know actually how he's doing, and if Shafraz is watching this, I want to know how's it going on the 25k when you got funded. I also want to know if anyone else is being funded before me, because I'm hoping I'm going to make one of these for my own and be like, I'm the first 55,000 Vanguard trader on there that has made it. So that I'll spend some time on Canva making a good picture for this. But yeah, we like to celebrate. We like to celebrate stuff. Obviously, the book club, I have to be honest, we haven't used it a lot. And I think sometimes you have to stick with your strengths. And my strength is not reading books, for sure. I'm trying to get better at it. And to be honest, some of the guys, we did a couple of books. We did the Rough Guide as the first one, which I have read. I have listened to this, Trading, the Mental Game. Really, really good book. So that is another arena where you can hone in. But guys, on the free Discord, right? That's what you get with the $19.99 a month. You will see all these red and orange names, maybe not on this one, but on the charts or daily loots, you will see the Vanguards popping in as well. And if you're on the free version, guys, listen to these guys, because these guys have been watching all the lives, doing the work, doing the NLP work. A lot of them are getting payouts, doing well. So I wouldn't take lightly when you see these orange names saying things like me personally, I have the trust with most of them, because I haven't seen all of them yet, but most of them to say what they're saying is good stuff, and you should follow that advice. But yeah, if you do want to join us, where is it? Let me just copy that. I'll put it in the chat, and you can join us by clicking that. You will get access to the Vanguard and the Zoom calls. You get a Zoom link meeting every Wednesday, 10 o'clock UK time, and I'll present different concepts that have helped me to become consistent, to be able to trade 350,000 now, prop firm money, and also personal accounts. So if I can help, I try to, in terms of what's working for me, and what's worked for me in the past. But I think the biggest empowering thing about the Vanguard is these guys that you see in here: Lee, Jay, Marcel, Martin. These guys are like, there's a bit of a camaraderie building, and I take it personally, and I really want to see them succeed. And I feel like everyone wants to see that, and we feed from each other's energy. And I think even if we have 10, 15 people that we can get that momentum going, we're going to outbeat a lot more than 1% in the market. I'm very optimistic about 2024. Me personally, for me, I think I'm going to be hitting quite big numbers this year. I know we're going to have success in the Vanguards, and we're going to be celebrating it. So I'm quite excited. 2024 has a good vibe. I don't know how you're feeling about 2024. I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling 2024. That's what I didn't want to get involved. You see this? Let's look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up. You can say that's kind of going down, but what's it done? If you took the absolute high, it's done 20 pips. And you would have to pick 20 pips of the move to make 20 pips. So that means we can't trade that. Is that okay? Absolutely. We can't see any big changes here. Look, 0.1, 0.9, 0.14. We know that the pound dollar on average, or let's see the euro dollar. The euro dollar, if we go to volatility, we do about 0.491% in a daily ATR. That's in the last 1 week. 0.5 on average, all time 0.85. Then you can just jump on the charts. Look where we are. 0. So there's a move coming. And the question is, which way is it going? We have done about 20 pips, is it? From the highs, 29, 9 more pips. And just close the door so we don't hear the noises. What's your ticker on Darwin? TCD. I can't find it right now because the VPN won't let me. Darwin TCD. There you go. It won't let me though, I think. But you can tell me if that is the right link. I think that is it. So you can track my performance, guys. You can see how I'm trading. There were some funny discussions about me joining the Robbins World Cup. ICT is joining in February. I had a chat with my wife about it because I was like, oh, I'm quite competitive. And continuing the discussion from yesterday, I'm like, I'm special. I can take this on. My only concern with that is that what am I trying to feed there? Am I trying to feed an account? Not really, because I'll be trading a little bit higher risk to make more percentages. Would it be an ego boost? Absolutely. If I manage to get in, I don't know, top whatever traders, would it give me a little bit more fame, let's say, on the YouTubes, and would it help the YouTube channel? You could potentially argue that. You could say, okay, if you ended up being in the top 5 of the World Cup, then that would give you like, you know, more subscribers or more views, which potentially then can build the YouTube channel. But I didn't want to compromise. I'm this rare person, guys, who makes money from trading. So if I found something last year, is I don't want to compromise my accounts. So me going on a new journey of something new that potentially has upside, but I would have to do things more aggressive, change things. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to have that extra pressure around it. So I'll be watching. I would like to see. I would like to see. What's it called? How ICT does. I'm definitely, that is like prime time TV. If it was a series, let's watch ICT trade in a competition. I want to be there because there's so much beef between people. I hear there's like a bet between him and what's his name, the YouTuber, Patrick Ewing, is that his name? Who trades the futures. I think they have like a bet, I don't know what it was, 100,000 bet or something, that he said that he's going to beat Larry Williams at 11,000%. Maybe. I mean, but that competition is whoever makes more is the best, right? Whereas Darwin X is whoever is the most consistent without, and they have this Darwinian concept of they will analyze your charts and how your performance, and they will give you a rating. So investors can see, actually, he's an amazing trader. He's returning, let's say, 10%, but his risk, his drawdowns might be in 20s, 25%. So I can make a lot of money, but I might be risking, like, seeing drawdowns of 25%. Can I take that? And what's telling me that 25% is not going to turn into 50% next month? So that is a little bit of a, I love that about Darwin X. It's almost like they're so focused on the best, the creme de la creme, as they say in France. It's literally the best traders. Why? Because how much can you make without losing a lot? You can literally take that track record, and it's a legitimate track record. Go to any bank and they will fund you. They will fund you prop firms. They will give you money from their accounts. If you can prove, I can't go on Darwin X now because of VPN, but if you go into the top trader who's returned like ridiculous amounts of profit, because of the data behind it, you can literally take that, download it, put it on a CSV, and you've got the backing of Darwin X to say, look, if they want to call you and say, hey, has this trader been a legitimate trader in the last 15 years and has returned 700,000 profits for himself? Then they'll be like, yeah, JP Morgan, this is a legitimate guy. Then you do an interview with JP Morgan and say, hey, I know you have a Forex prop firm. Let's have a look actually, how much they fund. JP Morgan prop Forex allocation. There will be a department, there we go, JP Morgan FX trading on execute. This is more to, but there will be complete annual report. This is how much they make from proprietary trading. So they have a department that they trade Forex with. Who trades this? If you can go and say, is this person who's making you money better trader than my 15 years of returns? No, you're better. Okay, we're going to give you that amount. That would be stupid not to do it. So it gives you that extra thing that you can potentially do. Let alone all the investors that will want to invest in your index fund because of your performance. Okay, pound dollar is coming nicely down. Let's see, breaking the lows hopefully. I want to see this. I want to see this. Even though I'm not trading it, it will come closer to where I would want to get involved. It will have to do a lot of work though. What's this? It's just 39 pips. Then 39 pips, we would be 44 pips. Do people in here understand why potentially this is a risky trade? Good morning, guys. I'm short in Q. Let's see. I think you can hear that Hoover. I'll try and put my voice down. What's Ali saying? That's cool. I didn't know that, Maria. People can invest into your Darwin with demo money too to see how it works. Interesting. Ali is talking about the World Cup, I think. More ego in the competition, this competition, I guess. I also have ego issues in trading. Instead of focusing on profits, I can spend energy to show people how good I am. It's natural. It's absolutely natural. Don't diss it. It's a good thing. You want to be better than other people, especially in trading. We want to bring our A game. I want to take money out of everyone who's going against me. That's trading. If we can't lie to ourselves. What we're trying, even in here, you're trying to get money from someone else, and maybe you're like aligning with trades that I take, or you're taking the opposite trades. But we're all in the same boat. We're all trying to make money from each other, and hoping that we can do it consistently enough that and better than other people. So don't diss the ego. Just we need to control it. Sometimes, you know how they say the ego is not your amigo or something like that. Sometimes you need to have some ego that will get you into situations where you can believe you're the best, or you can believe that you're a high performer. Manas, DXY bearish, you think of buy side raid? That's it talking now. DXY, let's see. DXY, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one because we have that gap down here. So it came down, found the fair value gap there. If you put it on a 4 hour, there's no gap. Right, there's this gap here, but there's no gap. And it's actually, looking at the 4 hour, it has retraced and closed below the 23. So there is a possibility for this to push back to the 50%, as long as we don't break the highs. We also can see that we're filling this fair value gap here. Now a previous me would take this. Where would the pound dollar be? Ideally, you'd want to see that taking the lows. But you could potentially look at this and say, all right, we're filling this gap. Let me take this out for a second. That fair value gap there, as long as we don't break above, start looking for the lows. If we're looking for the lows, that means pound dollar going higher. But for me, it's too risky. I'm gonna wait. See the world. Right, so am I waiting for a long position? I'm neutral today. Why? Because shorts, I know everyone is short in this. DXM, sorry, we're on the pound dollar. DXM data was 50-50, which doesn't tell me much. Yeah, pound dollar is a bit funny today. It's not at extreme levels. It is at a premium price on a daily, but it's the opposite direction of where you would want it to be at discount because of the gap on the DXY. So substitution, please. Substitute me back in when something more interesting comes up. That is my situation with pound dollar right now. Here, consolidating around equilibrium. Not much here. We talked about the let's put the level in actually. This is a 4 hour candle, so we can take this high, take it to the low, and I said, can I see the alert? Yeah, if it goes to the 23, alert me. So let's put that 23 in there. Until that happens, not interested. Profitable trading, guys, can be boring. Boring. That's true. But you're profitable. You're consistent. You can be financial free. What would you rather? Boring, financial free, loads of money, high amounts of trading, low quality, like loads of money one day, less money the other day. What would you take? I know my answer. This is a 4 hour, so let's put it as a daily. I guess it is a daily. Let's see. Yeah, it is a daily. So until that point, not interested there. Euro dollar. I would like to see another raid of this area here before I get into short opportunities. We've got an alert in there. Has it broken? It has broken the 23. It hasn't yet gone to the 50. So there's a possibility that this comes back to equilibrium. USD JPY. Equilibrium, not much there. DXY, we talked about it. Gold. I'll be waiting for this to come down here. That's trading, guys. That's real world trading. We can put this on the minute and I can make up things. I can. It's so easy. It would be fake live though. Here we go. We've taken the lows. Look at this. We took like liquidity and now we're going to go below here. Now we're going to push up into this fair value gap and hopefully we're going to push down. And if we break down, this is the move. This will crash massively into 30 pips back to equilibrium. This is the move we're looking for. That's what people think trading is. It's sad. Trading is having a Hoover in the background that you can hear in a live. Jenny, interesting you trade off the daily. I trade off overall discounted arenas of price. It doesn't have to be only daily. Like 1 to 8, this is a monthly, for instance, round number. We've just popped out the 126. You can argue that is a daily. But this data here, going back from 13th of December, is consolidating between the 126, 128. Do I want to take a trade in the middle of that? No. I don't want to. Why? It's in the middle of the range. Why would that be a good price? It can go up and it can go down. Do I want to get involved in that? No. So I've got a 50% chance. Do I want to get involved in the 126? Yeah, because if I get it wrong, I can manage it to 125. Easy. Low stress. I can go and play with my son for a few hours and come back, put my alerts in, check my phone. Happy days. And here's a question, guys, and a lot of people hate this. They do, because high time is where it is, where you make the millions. 1 minute, 5 minute, identifying all the liquidity, that's where the millions are. How many of them are real traders? Okay, you might have someone like, I don't know who are the YouTubers out there, but Patrick, I think he posted that he made, Patrick, whose people think is the most ridiculous trader, right? Very famous trader that trades 26K from prop firms. And now he's doubling that. He's making like, he's gone into another company and is making ridiculous amounts of money from what he's posting. But sometimes, you know, you have to understand there's other money going in, not only trading. People who try to create content on YouTube, right? It's easier for me to be, I can change my character. We can go on the 1 minute. We can analyze the 1 minute. And yes, I can open a prop firm. Let's say I pass a high stakes prop firm and start trading it like with 10 lots. You will see huge numbers and you will see like 10,000 down, 10,000 up. What's that doing for you though? Yes, exciting. It's like watching a series. It's doing nothing for you to get closer to be financial free. Nothing, zero. It's not real. And if there's one person who can do it, let's say ICT, it's one person. I can't be Michael Jordan playing basketball. I want to be an average player who's making a lot of money. Thanasis, if you know basketball, Thanasis Antetokounmpo, who's the brother of Giannis Antetokounmpo, who's one of the best players. Do you know how many minutes he's played in this NBA season? It's less like meaningful minutes, less than 1 minute. He's making $3 million a year. Do I want to be that average guy? Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. So think of how institutional traders trade. No institutional trader is actively looking at any chart below a monthly level. That's it. maybe a weekly to see where the price is, maybe a daily to get an entry. Now, do I want a day? Do I want to wait for a daily? And I'll be a swing trader. I do want to get in and out in my day. But if I look at the hours, and we've done now more than 2 hours, in the 3 hours that we've been here, $19 pips. If I put it on the 1 minute, $10, $20, $30, $40, $45, $50, $60 pips. Gambling. It's a 19 pip range. 19. Where are we? Do me a favor, guys, and press the like button. We've gone over our time. I went on one there. Look at me having a rant. I just want to be honest with you guys. That's the real deal about trading. Yes, you can make 10K. I've made it multiple months, 10K. But it's not made on the 1 minute. And algorithms do it. And if they do it, it makes a great video for YouTube. But in reality, can you do that for 5, 6 years or 10 years? I want to do this till I die. And maybe retire, not till I die, but I would want to be like even this here, right? How many people get excited? Of course, it's breaking the lows. Something's happening. For me, what my mind is saying now, finally, something is trying to move. I don't try and get this move. I'm just recognizing what they call a break of structure. I'm recognizing there's a shift a little bit in those 19 pips that we've had. From this candle to this, we've had another 17 in one direction. Can this be the move that's going to break down? If not, it's going to bounce back. Martin missed the rant. God, I've never been on a rant. That's probably my first rant. I don't know what caused it. What we were talking about. I like boring. Where am I? Let me go up. Bettering your premium and discount, seeing highs and lows. My premium and discount is from previous daily high and previous daily low. I should say it on there as well. You're right. If you want to make money, trading should be more boring than exciting. I agree. True, nothing comes easy, so I guess being boring is the same, not easy. When we're bored, guys, think about this. When we're bored, we have thousands of things we can do. We're very good at finding things we can do. For some reason with trading, we just can't get away from the chart. We just can't do it. We think we're going to miss the next opportunity. Growing through the boredom is part of the hardship. I like boring. To be in the top 5%. His stream is icky. Correct. Agreed. Amen. Not even ICT make money consistently on 1 minute. But even if he can, it's good for him. Like, you can be the GOAT. Amazing. You can be an algorithm, which is interesting. Sometimes when you hear him, you're like, is he on the spectrum of autism? And I'm not saying this in a bad way. Has he got something like a genius thing because some of his rants, they sound a bit autistic, where he goes off and he can't control it. And that can be a superpower sometimes. So he might have that. He might be extremely good at the 1 minute and 15 seconds. But if you're not in that category, in the less than 1 or 2 people in the world, then why try and chase that? It's like me watching Jordan and saying, I'm in Chicago. Here I am. I'm wearing basketball shorts and t-shirts. I've got my ball. Sign me up. Bring LeBron. I'm ready. Win rates are crap. Trader Tom. He has a 30% win rate, but he made over 300,000 in his own account last year. Yeah, I mean, Trader Tom. Trader Tom is, I think you're talking about the one with the best loser wins. He throws money at it, guys. Money at it. Like a 40k account to him to blow. Doesn't mention it. It's nothing to him. He has money, so he can, do something, blow accounts. One account goes off, 300,000, 400,000. Happy days. I can't trade like that. If you can be in that one person in the world like Tom who can do it, but chasing that, Jesus. John, love a good Giannis rant. 20 pips Dan. Good job, Hassan. He uses higher time frame structure and uses minutes for entries. Do you trade Bitcoin or invest in crypto? I think I have some crypto somewhere. I just don't look at it. I wouldn't day trade it. Bitcoin. So volatile. Don't understand the fundamentals. Extremely hard. Sometimes it's correlated to the DXY. Sometimes it's not. It's like a nightmare. But I know a lot of people trade it. Right, guys, I have gone way over time. It's time for me, like I said, I've put my alerts in. Make sure you do it now. Manifesting. More than 80. It's happening. More than 80 likes. Let's break the record today. What day is it today? Tomorrow is Friday. We're still here. So we're going to have a live tomorrow. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go and follow me now, Conscious Day Trader, because I'll show you what happens with this trade. And as we said, if you do want to join the cool guys, the special guys, I'm pinning it at the end, but you can see the pin message. You can go and join our Vanguard. Bro, try cold. What do you mean? Let me see. Yeah, nothing yet. For me, I'm interested here. This is my happy place. And this is my happy place. At least this is happier. So let's call it in between. Happy places. Let me just see. Did we hit the 80? Hey, 85. Appreciate that, guys. We broke the record today. I just need to go on rants. That's what breaks news. Rant about ICT. No, I actually love ICT. Rants about 1 minute trading and 15 seconds trading. There we go, guys. Super. How boring was that, eh? We analyzed for a whole 2 hours and 20 minutes. We didn't find a trade. Are we still profitable? Yes, we absolutely are. Why? Because we didn't take a bad trade. And that's the key in trading. If you can understand that, you're gonna make it. If you're not gonna understand that, you're gonna make it for a month, 2. Tell me how many people you know funded for more than a year. I know myself, I know Scruffy, I know a couple of people, but not many. Anna FX from the Fivers. Sometimes you have to do the boring stuff really well, and you can make the boring exciting by having great communities and chats like this. And okay, let's be special. Like we said yesterday, special is boring. Special is trading small. Special is trading with less risk. Making loads of money, but right money, not risky money. We're not gamblers. We're doing this for a living. Do this long enough, we're going to build our Darwin X accounts. We're going to build our Fivers accounts. We're going to build our personal accounts. And trust me, we're going to have a lot more to celebrate from the Vanguards very soon. And I'll make a video from all the celebrations. Until tomorrow, guys, have a good one. See you later.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my pen ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem damn bad. Gotta keep on chugging. Ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed in heaven. Got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that. It's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up. I'm trying to get it an FT to get them when they're hand and crypto.